So in this lecture, we have discussed the following things. Within the context of building environment, the structure refers to anything that is constructed or built from different interrelated parts with a fixed location in the ground. Then we have studied the different forces, and we have also studied that structure analysis is used to calculate the effects of the forces which will be acting on any component and on the overall structure. Okay, so and while going, if a structure is to be stable, they must follow the three basic equations of equilibrium, and they are the summation of vertical forces must be zero at a particular joint, summation of horizontal forces must be equal to zero, and also the summation of moments at any joint must be equal to zero. Okay, so while considering the different forces which will be acting on a structure, we must consider the three basic things. That means we have to know, or we have to find out the magnitude of the force which will be acting on a particular structure. Then we have to consider the direction of the force. That means in which direction the force is acting. It might be a vertical direction, it might be a horizontal direction. And finally, we have to consider the position of the force. That means we have to consider at which point or at which joint of the structure the force is acting. Okay. Then the study of the causes of stationary forces acting on rigid subject is known as statics. So as I have already told you, if a structure is to be in equilibrium, it must follow the basic equations of equilibrium. Okay, so next we have studied the different loads which will be acting on a particular structure, and they are dead loads, live loads, and environmental loads such as wind loads, snow loads, earthquake loads, or settlement. And finally, we have to study the properties of materials by which we are going to construct our structure, and these properties include strength, toughness, elasticity, plasticity, ductility, malleability, brittleness, and hardness. Okay, so this is all about our second lecture of the subject. So I hope all of you have understood whatever we have discussed in this lecture. Okay, thank you, and meet you all in our next lecture. Thank you.